Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Welcome to a bonus podcast, guys. We haven't really done this before, and it's always exciting to be able to feel as though we're adding something a little bit extra. In particular, there's a lot of Taylor Swift news floating around. I mean, she's a massive star, global star. Everyone tried to get their tickets. She's still months away. Everyone's talking about her. But the only people that don't seem that keen to be talking about her are Fitzy and Whipper in the studio with me every morning. And there is so much news. So what we thought we'd do is what we couldn't fit in the show or cram into the show and have them feign interest. We'd do these extra, like, little tidbits, you know, a bit of a bonus podcast, would you like to say. Now, I am not an absolute expert, but I have to say I'm incredibly intrigued. Two experts I do have, though, on the Fitzy and Whipper team here with me are Jess, who is
I'll
sitting
be playing the role of Whipper today.
Jess will be playing Whipper, and to my left here I have Lizzie from our digital department, I suppose.
Yeah.
Social media.
Playing the role of Fitzy.
And playing the role
Standing on a chair for full effect.
And not listening to me. How about that? So what I wanted to talk about today.
Yeah, crack in, Kate. We're here. We're here and ready.
I just need to say to start with is that Jess and Lizzie, when we talk about Taylor Swift, I've always seemed to just have the top line, you know, and I don't really have all
just
the details.
Need to know. The need to know.
I have the need to know stuff. And you guys, when I start chatting about it, it's like you open Pandora's box of all of the other details.
Almost, Lizzie, you could say we're opening the vault. Which is, of course, a Taylor reference, Kate, you probably won't get, but by the time we get to the concert, you're going to know what that means.
Absolutely. Opening the vault or getting into the vault.
Very good. Well done.
Okay, I just want to talk about the curse of Taylor Swift. This was a story that was floating around. And, of course, we know that Taylor has what they're calling her brand new boyfriend, who is Kelsey.
Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce.
AKA our new dad.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, he plays for the Chiefs.
Yes.
NFL. Quite a handsome man.
Yeah. Good looking rooster.
Yeah. How old is he?
I'm going to Wiki already.
Okay.
I feel like he's 30-something.
I'm going to say 34. What do you want to lock in, Kate?
I think like 32.
I think he is about 34. He's got quite a lot of facial hair. Oh, look at that smile.
Oh, you're right.
Oh,
he's
Jess.
34 years old.
I think you've already...
And an interesting thing to note about him is that he's born in 1989, which is the year that Taylor is also born, and the name of one of her albums.
Oh, that's correct. Just quickly, is that how they first got together? Because he went on a podcast and he said that he went to a concert. This will get smoother, I promise. He went to a concert. He made one of the bracelets he meant to make.
Yep.
So, he went to her concert, the Eras tour, thinking like Pittsburgh or something.
Yeah.
And he said he really wanted to meet her, but her people wouldn't let them backstage. I think in all the previous concerts, she's always sort of done meet and greets, but she hasn't with this one. The show is about 3.5 hours long. So the kind of line out of her camp is that it's taken it out of her by the time she's finished. She can't do all the celeb meet and greets that she used to do. So he wrote his number on one of the friendship bracelets, which is... everyone's doing that, Lizzie, because of a line in the song. What is it? You're on your own, kid. And it says, make the friendship bracelet. So it's a nice kind of homage to a lyric of Taylor's. So that's how it all started at the concert. He's put his phone number on it, given it to someone on her team, and then he's received no call. So then he said publicly, shoot my shot. And
I never
heard back
anything back.
And then off the back of that, she's then called him.
Okay, and now that she's called him, they're dating and she's turning up to his football games.
That's right.
At the same stadium that he originally saw her perform in. So he saw her perform at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas.
Yeah.
And then the first game she went to was
with his mum.
Yeah, was Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas.
Okay, this is what we need to get to, and you tell me about what the Swifties are saying.
Yeah,
because Taylor has been so far to 2 football games.
Yeah,
and he's done very well. He's had 2 wins. The third game, she obviously couldn't get to. She's a big,
she's got stuff going on, guys.
She's a busy lady. They play Minnesota. See me go
Minnesota.
there.
Who's the team?
he plays for the Vikings, and
So close.
Chiefs.
Yeah, Chiefs was versus the Minnesota Vikings.
Oh God, that's what I was
We'll do
about
that on
to
our
say.
NFL episode. We can cover all of that on.
All right, so he has a loss. So now what everyone's saying is that there's a curse of Taylor Swift, that she's almost become his good luck charm, for example. Now, I don't know if it's just because there is a whole new kind of part of the community, the world community, that are now tuning into NFL that may have not tuned in before. I'm guessing that the Chiefs have lost games previously.
Surely they can't be unbeaten.
You'd think so.
But I thought the story was that he was injured. Was he injured in the game?
He rolled his ankle.
Was that what it is?
Yeah.
And it was
That's
kind
an
of
ick, isn't it? A guy rolling his ankle.
Isn't that his job? And unaided, or there's another. I'm not doing very well here. There's so much for me to learn. He wasn't tackled, or he wasn't. I don't know what his role is really in the football.
So
but
he's not the quarterback. The way it's been explained to me by MDG, because I was I wanted to know everything about our new dad.
Yes,
of course.
So if Buddy Franklin is like the guy, he's Buddy Franklin's best right-hand man. That's how you'd think about him. So there's a guy in the NFL on the Kansas City Chiefs called, I've forgotten his name, but he's the quarterback.
Patrick Mahomes?
Yep. He's the quarterback.
we don't need to know who he is because he's not dating Taylor Swift.
Because there's a bit of context coming up.
Okay.
And so Travis is Mahomes's right-hand dude, and together those two make the magic happen. But Travis is the one that catches it. Oh, look, don't ask me about this.
The position, I don't know anything about NFL, but his position is the tight end. That's what he's called.
Oh, is that why when I was reading this story, it kept talking about tight ends?
He does have a tight end, doesn't he?
Well, in the pants, I'm sure he does.
I've been looking.
The context with Patrick Mahomes, so his wife Brittany, apparently there's a lot of controversy in the NFL community. They all think she's, a bit loud, gets involved in stuff. They just want her to kind of, sit, look pretty and be quiet.
You need to calm down.
Yeah, exactly. It's 2023.
Well done.
I think a wife of a football player can get up and say whatever they want. It's not just about him. She's living her whole life. So everyone's saying, what's Brittany going to do? Taylor's taken all the shine off her and she likes the attention. So I think Taylor did quite a power move. She had a girls' dinner, invited Brittany to it. So now there's no talk of she's being excluded or she's overshadowing. She's already welcomed her kind of into the, we don't call it a squad anymore, but into the girls' clique that Taylor has.
So I guess in some ways Taylor is saying, it's okay, Brittany. Did you say her name is? It's okay, Brittany. I'm not here to threaten you. There's enough room
exactly
for the two of us. Or some might say it's a bit like, what's that saying about hold your enemies, your friends close and your enemies closer?
Ooh.
Okay, so all I need to be up to date with what has happened with Taylor of late, she's been to 2 games. The 3rd game she didn't go to. The new boyfriend has injured himself and also has had a loss. So people are going mad that maybe there is a Taylor Swift curse and she needs to be
at every game.
She needs to be at the next match.
Yeah, we can't have that happen.
No.
Because she's got to come down under for the tour. So if she misses our tour because she's such a good luck charm for the Chiefs...
Not happy.
Not happy. That's over for me.
If I'm honest, yeah.
The other little thing to note is that Donna Kelsey, I think, is quite famous. She is Travis's mum and Travis's brother, I think Jason, is it? Also plays for a competing team. Their teams actually verse each other at the Super Bowl, maybe last year or the year before.
Yeah.
Still learning my NFL. And she went on, I think it was The View, and obviously they're wanting to ask her questions about Taylor, and she'd shut a few down. And this was the last question they asked her, and just listen to how over it is with the answer that she gives.
Yeah, what was she like? What was it? So you got to know her a little bit. You got to see her with a couple games. How was it?
It was okay. Yeah. Well,
That's all she gives. It was okay.
Well, that can be completely misconstrued.
And it has blown up. Everyone's saying she doesn't like her. She doesn't have mum's tick of approval. I think the mum just doesn't, she's a bit media trained. She doesn't want to have to talk about...
She's protecting her son's privacy, Taylor's privacy. We all saw the pics in the vids. She's clearly obsessed with Tay-Tay.
Yeah,
loves
they did
it.
look like they were having a really nice time.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I'd have a really nice time watching the football next to Taylor Swift in that red lipstick as well.
Yeah. I think
mean-
she's honestly, at that game, she looked one of the best I've ever seen her.
She was happy. She was glowing. She was radiant.
glowing.
So let's keep up to date then.
Okay.
Kate, any goss? I know that you can't get it past our bloody tight end and quarterback here. It's hard to get a look in when it comes to Tay-Tay info, but we're here for you, okay?
What I don't want, though, is for people who are fans of Taylor Swift to listen to me talking about Taylor Swift and roll their eyes and think that I know absolutely nothing and that it's
But you're learning.
it's incredibly frustrating.
And Swifties
for
aren't
them.
like that. We're very welcoming of everybody into our community.
Consider
Okay.
it an education.
Oh, Jess.
High five to that, girls.
Put that on a billboard.
See you soon.
Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.